Member for Canberra.
Thank you, Speaker. My question is to the Minister for Science. Can the Minister tell us about the Prime Minister's prizes for science and what the Albanese Labor government is doing to prioritise science?
Give the call to the Minister for Industry and Science.
I'd like to thank the member because the member knows, as we all do, that science plays an exceptionally important role in solving complex problems, improving the quality of life and national wellbeing. And we are a country that are blessed with an overwhelming amount of smart people who are applying their know-how in ways that are making a difference both here and in the global community. And our history is littered with great examples of this as well. For example, the late Professor Frank Fenner, a biologist whose work contributed to the eradication of smallpox, an Australian who did great things for us here and overseas. And it's right and fitting that we find ways to celebrate and encourage others down the same path, which is exactly what we did with the Prime Minister's Awards for Science here last night. And after a 2-week break due to COVID, we brought together the nation's scientific and research community in the Great Hall. And can I say it was a great honour for both the 2-year break for that, and it was a great honour for the Prime Minister, myself and other parliamentarians to be able to witness the achievements recognised through those prizes. And, Speaker, we're honoured by the presence of many of those recipients here in the gallery today. Thank you for your great work. Speaker, the PM's Science Prize recipient, Professor Trevor Dougal, I should say, his study of ocean thermodynamics improves the accuracy of how we model the effects of climate change, and his work's used by oceanographers world over. And, Speaker, as we know, in the fight against climate change, listening to science matters. The prize has also recognised excellence in science teaching. Overwhelming to see the passion from both George Panatzis from Marble Bar Primary School in East Pilbara and Veena Nair from Viewbank College in Melbourne, both building enthusiasm and curiosity for science and ideas in the next generation. It also recognised top new innovators like Dr Pip Carrolley from Melbourne, whose work's improving the tracking and treating of epilepsy based on her research into seizure forecasting. And her work shows why we need to believe and have faith in our ideas. Our government knows this, and that's why we're looking to attract and retain talent through a diverse STEM workforce pipeline. Our Reconstruction Fund will help back commercialisation of Australian discoveries, like the types encouraged by Associate Professor Brett Hallam, who's worked to commercialise research that dramatically improved the performance of solar cells by a mighty 10%. Not a small feat, and well done. He received the PM's Prize for New Innovators. And finally, if I may, can we just also acknowledge and thank Professor Graham Durant for his outstanding 19 years of service to Questacon, also known as the Shrine to Grateful Parents across the country. Distinguished service to the nation and the science community. Well done to Graham.